All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Socially Unacceptable But Sober Podcast. My name is Dino. I am an alcoholic.
I'm Jonathan. I'm an alcoholic.
I'm the other guy.
And again, what's up, son?
I'm the other guy.
Son.
So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to shout you out, Dino, because I really enjoy that riff. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's amazing that you were able to crank that out, yet we're still waiting on a one-time bro intro.
You want to know what it is? It's because I am an alcoholic and I can't keep anything simple.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's got to be epic.
You've come up with 4,500.
Yeah, I've come up with 45 rips, but like none of them give that.
They're not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we played a couple of them.
Yeah.
I almost need
This one I just kept real simple and, well,
I could use two of these, too.
Need two of these.
yeah.
I
Once you pour it in a cup, yeah, there's nothing in there. It doesn't even go to the top.
Quick.
It's bullshit.
It's 20 ounces, though.
20 ounces.
16. Come on, Monster.
16.
Get with it.
I wipe my ass with
16
16.
feels like 10.
That's all right.
Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. Sobriety dates. If you need help, let us know. We got guys.
We missed a week.
We missed a week.
And if you want...
And we knew that.
Yeah, we were aware. We should have recorded something. And
These
just
guys
said, like,
suck. I wasn't in town, so
hey,
don't
we're not
fall
here.
on me.
But we got some stories to tell you about our weeks. So
And also, just on the social media note, we did take down the merch shop. But if you want merch, I forgot to tell you guys about this.
You said something.
I did a thing. I did say a thing.
Yeah, you said something about the transfers.
Yeah, the transfers. I got the transfers. So if you want merch, you want like a sweatshirt, we could do the one-sided logo with the podcast on it. So,
Yeah.
But email us. Email us at subspodcast1@gmail.com, and I'll get right into it.
Cool, man. So, yeah, we missed a week. We apologize for that. But we're gonna talk about what we've done for the last week and change, and then we're gonna actually go right into some comments. Chris Lacko was our last guest. Again, we completely appreciate him.
Yeah.
Taking the time, coming here. He was amazing, energetic.
Great
I was
job.
literally pumped out of my mind when I left. Actually, the whole ride home, I couldn't stop talking about it. I'm like, coming home, like, I'm so pumped. This guy was amazing. I'm like, just acting.
Yeah.
He just gives you that energy.
I heard you joined the World Arm Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, man,
after
I'm
that,
fucking
too.
losing bad.
Yeah. You got the broken wrist to show for it.
So, yeah, it was really good. So, Jonathan, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about your week before?
Yeah. Let me tell you about my week.
You want to do the comments first? No?
Nah, we'll talk about the comments after. Our stories will go by quick.
He's the boss, man. I guess.
Whatever, dude. I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm just here for the
squirrel
ride.
trying to
I'm
get
just a
enough.
fucking cog in the wheel. Or whatever the fuck.
So it was pretty funny that I shared about my week at the Wednesday night meeting because I shared early on, and then by the end of the meeting, I got some perspective on like Jesus Christ. Of
course.
As
soon as we get it out of our mouths, dude, it's like almost instant.
Yeah. So with my new role, I got to go down to Pennsylvania, see a facility down there. Shout out to my buddy Chris, who's with Summit and runs a good program down there, a bunch of programs for anybody that needs help. And because of my history, I am not allowed to drive in the state of New York, so
I forgot about this.
yeah. So I had to have a coworker drive with me. And, on the way back, we got into a little fender bender on the old 84. And it always happens like right near your destination. We were like 2 miles away from Blue Sky. So that
what they
was
say.
fun.
It's
They
accidents
say all
happen within
accidents,
10
yeah,
miles.
Not even 10.
Not even time.
Yeah, it was two. So that was fun. But, good news is we're both all right. And sharing it at a meeting gave me perspective, and I get to get it fixed and all that good stuff. And, thankfully I'm in the program because I got a guy like Matt who's also got a guy that know hook it
We
up.
got guys, bro.
Guys for
If I don't have a guy, I know a guy who got a
I
guy.
got a guy for every fucking
Got a
thing.
guy for everything. You need a lobotomy? I got a guy.
Fuck
I can
yeah.
even do that.
I'll open you up right now.
Yeah,
Go get the hammer.
Yeah, where were you at with Cooper, man? I needed an eye removed.
Man, give me that
could've
fucking
did
melon
that,
ball scooper. Could have
Heat
hooked
it
it
up.
up.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah,
Heat it up, dip it in alcohol.
spoon it.
What do you think they did? You know what I mean?
So Dino didn't get the full story. This is hilarious. So you walked in halfway through. I was telling Matt the story about Pops. So I have one of my phones is a work phone. It's got a different phone number, and my dad doesn't have it stored, so I can't recite the message. But I basically texted him a message.
Hilarious.
I'm in the new cafe down the road here. And I'm in there and I'm waiting for my food while Dad's in the car waiting for me. And I sent him a message from the work phone. I said, hey, I said, hi, Mr. Russell. This is Dr. Labula from St. Mary's Hospital. We've been getting reports that you've not been adhering to a low sodium diet. Therefore, we're going to have to cancel your prescription for oxygen. And
Oh my God, dude.
Like, what doctor would say that? We're gonna cut
Yeah,
off your
we're gonna
life
stop
support.
You're not breathing unless you cut salt out.
Well, here's the best part, though.
Yeah. So I text him to that, right? And this is fucking hilarious. So I get back in the car.
You gonna play the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Fuck yeah.
And
I can't hear this shit, bro.
so I get to the car, and here's the video of me getting into the car. I recorded my conversation with my father.
You go fucking crazy on me.
Put it up. Put it up.
Sorry. You go fucking crazy on me. Who are you texting? I'm texting anybody. I got a text from a doctor saying if I don't, my family has been telling them that my salt intake is too high, and if that's the way it's going to be, it's going to take off the oxygen and the nebulizer.
Oh shit!
Who's fucking telling on me?
Well,
You might stop.
You?
no. I mean,
You didn't hear the line. He said, "Who the fuck's telling on me?" You can't talk till this is over.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, 'cause you ran your jaw.
Put it out. Put
Rewind
it out.
it.
Rewind it. Put it out
Doctor
again.
saying, who are you texting? Texting anybody. I got a text from a doctor saying if I don't, my family has been telling them that my salt intake is too high, and if that's the way it's going to be, it's going to take off the oxygen and the nebulizer.
oh shit!
Who's fucking telling on me?
Well,
Huh? You?
no. I mean, we did get a call from the hospital
For what?
to see if you've been restricting your sodium intake.
Oh, really? Oh, you sons of bitches. No, are you kidding me?
No, they're gonna follow up again on next Thursday, I think.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. So you told me no?
Well, you haven't.
You cocksuckers? You're fucking with me now.
You're fucking with me now.
That is too fucking
so
much.
bad.
Classic,
so
bro.
bad.
What the fuck,
That
dude?
is classic.
He's like, who's telling on me? Fucking
He doesn't
bastard.
even care that they said we're cutting your oxygen
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
He wants to know who's telling.
Who's the rat?
So you can cut that person's oxygen off. Oh my god, poor dad, bro.
I know. God.
Is this something that he's having an issue with? That he's got to cut back on sodium? So you figure you do this?
Dude,
or-
he's got congestive heart failure. He
so-
was in the hospital
Yeah.
and he lost, I think he lost like 15, 20 pounds since being in there because they put him on a good medication that helps him relieve the water weight that he retains. So yeah, he's got to be, low sodium. He's got the O2 in there. He's got the nebulizer, all this stuff. And he's night and day, man. Amazing the difference it made. But
About
it's
the smoking.
hey, it's been like a month and a half, dude. He hasn't.
Really?
He quit smoking a month and a half ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why I said, "Is your dad home?" Because I don't want to walk past him. I'd rather just go out. Because like a month ago, I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm going." He's like, "I don't want one." Like mad about it, bro. I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot he quit smoking, man." I'm just going, "Hey, we're gonna go smoke a cigarette, dog." He's like, "I don't want one." I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry, man."
Dude, over all the trials and tribulations this man's been through, the one thing that got him to quit smoking was they were going to do surgery, which they're not even going to do now on those things that he's got on his neck. That was it. They're like, yeah, we
Skin
could.
tags?
Yeah, like the purple from his injury, from getting hit in Vietnam. He's got all the purple stuff. That's what stopped him from smoking. And now they're not going to do the procedure.
Did you tell him that this was a joke?
Yeah, I couldn't keep it together.
Yeah.
The rest of
You
this
should have
video.
recorded. What did you say when you told him it was a joke?
Oh, well, let's hear.
You got it?
What the fuck?
Dr. Labula.
Yeah. Is that you? You fuck, I didn't do that.
In my work. Nothing like love and kindness.
Yeah.
You
Nah,
You fuck.
great. You go, Don. I don't know how you do it, bro. I really don't.
How was your week, man? Oh, you dude.
Wait a minute, you didn't finish talking about your shit.
Yeah, you got through your
One thing
little.
at a time.
What? Yeah.
You got through it, man.
I got through it, brother.
Well, tell the people.
Oh, how I got through it. How I got through it. I mean, I shared about it at a meeting, and I got support from these guys. I got perspective from you guys. You know, I got. I also heard, because I shared early on that meeting, I also heard people share a lot worse shit, like right after me.
Oh,
You know, like
that was a
people-
powerful one, bro.
Yeah, people dealing with the loss of their family members,
About to lose family members.
Yeah, making
Put
you know.
things in perspective.
Yeah.
I said that, man. You helped me.
Oh, you said that exact word? I didn't
I
hear
said
that.
perspective.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to it.
But it is true, and you said it. You said it in that meeting. You said it in the meeting. We could all put our problems in the middle.
Yeah.
And we glad. That's what I said.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, you said that.
You said that.
Came out your mouth.
My mouth.
He pointed
But
at
we
me.
gladly
and said
take
that.
our problems back, and believe me, man, for sure, bro. For
Yeah.
It's true, though. And you know, the thing about it, though, the thing that I love the most is not, of course, that life wants to throw life at
Right.
you, but today it doesn't have to ruin my whole day or my whole week or my whole month.
Right.
You get it, it happens, you deal with it, you get through it.
And the week before, the night we recorded with Chris, that night, Dad was telling me, he's like, dude, check on me after you guys finish the
yeah,
podcast. Because
right.
that was a night, you know, I went down there at 10 o'clock. I was like, Dad, how you doing? He's like, I'm not good, man. I'm not good. And I was like, all right, you want to pull the trigger? We'll call the ambulance. We'll get you some help. And dude, that would have been an excuse for me to miss work for like the entire week. You know, and I showed up at work the next day. You know, I stopped by the hospital, dropped off a pops.
And you went to the meeting.
And I went to the meeting.
I even gave him a pass.
Yeah, he gave me a pass.
I said, you got a lot of shit going on, man. It's no big deal if you can't make it.
Yeah.
That's true. No, I would have been like, bro, you got to handle that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but where's the best
You
place
know
to
I don't
handle
give
it,
too
man?
many passes
I don't
out.
get passes either, man. Yeah. I've been actually getting soft though too.
Oh, I know. We talked about it.
Real soft, man. But you know,
Squishy.
listen, man. At the end of the day, dude, if you don't want to stay sober,
That's
you ain't
it.
gonna stay. It doesn't matter what we tell you you should do or be there every night and do this. At the end of the day, you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do anyway,
All
man.
day.
You know what I mean?
How many times did people tell you what to do?
Oh God,
And it took fucking 20 years for it to sink in.
more than that. It's
Yeah.
30, 35, man. You know,
That's being nice.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, got to grow up sometime, man. You know, cut the bullshit. That's what Dave says all the
Cut
time.
the
you know?
bullshit.
So that's cool. Yeah, and then I had a surgery. I had a surgery finally on my hand, which has been a long time coming. So that went pretty well, man. You know, it's amazing how, like, you know, it's a simple surgery. It's just a little thing on the hand. You know what I mean? But you still tend to get nervous about it because you're getting put under. Bro, there was not 1 second that I had like jitters or nerves about this thing. Not even one. Even I was just like, when is it going to kick in? Like, and even Maritza was like, you're not nervous at all? I'm like, no, I'm actually, I was like, you know, I'm sure I will be once we walk in there and all that stuff. We're walking in, and everybody's like, it's like, even the nurses were like, it's like you're having fun being here.
You know what it is?
It is what it is.
You've been through so much, and today you're able to show up for life.
Right. And I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah. Compared to what I've done to myself,
Yeah.
and this ain't nothing. Give me the thing, I'll do it. And
Sharp knife.
Did you do it at St. Mary's?
no, it was a place in Cheshire. It was a surgical center.
surgical center.
Yeah, surgical center. It was just like a tiny little emergency room type of thing. It was just more or less operating rooms and a waiting room. But they were awesome, man. Awesome people. Cheshire Surgical Center. Awesome people. Awesome nurses. Fantastic. They got it all under control, man. You know. But it was like I was expecting to. And I've been talking to HP about this, you know, since I knew it was going to happen, and you know, it's got to happen and all that stuff, and I really was expecting that the second those doors went,
Yeah.
and I got to walk in here. Now it's going to be a little. I sat down, filled out the paperwork, and blah, blah, blah. They call me in. They're just talking to me like, "Are you all right though?" And I'm like, "I'm good. Let's just get this rocking and rolling." So then they come to get you and start walking you into the room. And I'm like, okay, here it goes. It's going to kick in. It never freaking kicked in, man.
You're ready to be done with this shit.
I'm sick and tired of it, right?
Yeah.
So I laid down, and I got that nice comfy pillow, and I could feel the juice kicking in.
The juice.
The juice. And I'm like, oh, yeah, man, I can feel it kicking in. Let's party. Let's cut this thing up. And that was it. That's the last thing I remember. Woke up, and I was like, sweet. They're like, are you okay? And I was like, dude, the Dallas Cowboys still suck. She was like, yeah. I was like, then I'm all right. Yeah, I'm fine. No problem. Maritza comes in the room. We're getting ready to leave. They have to have me breathe through this thing. And typical drug addict, bro. She was like, she's like, what makes me have this funny feeling that you were like a wild person back in your days? And I'm going like this with the breathing thing. I'm like,
There's little remnants of smoke coming out. I'm pretty sure I just saw smoke.
It's like a bong, man. I'm like, oh, Maritza's like, yeah, please don't encourage this guy, man. You know, and it was a wrap, man. You know, Matt picks me up for the meeting that night. You know, nothing has changed, man. Rocking and rolling.
Show up, baby. That's
it, dude. You know what I mean?
No matter what.
I show up and I know what's walking right with me, right here with me, is HP and my boys all the time. You know what I mean? I have nothing to fear. And it's fine.
Fear itself.
Fear itself, man. And it's fine, man. You know what I mean? For the most part, I wear this thing because I'm not really supposed to use it like my brain wants me to use it. Like, oh, you want to help me move this table? Sure, yeah, let's do it. And I'm not supposed to do that. So I wear this thing to just keep me reminded and all that stuff. So
Except when the UPS guy shows up.
yeah. Except when the UPS guy shows up a day
Early.
Day early. That's a whole nother freaking story, bro. Yeah, I got a little nervous. A little tight. Let me tell that story. Tight. So she already knows, so I'm going to say it anyway. I got my wife a Christmas present. I ordered it and all that stuff. And I tried to work between the company and UPS to not have it delivered while she was home. And I thought we were all on the same page. And yesterday we're sitting down.
Different book.
Yeah,
we're watching
Same page, different book.
Different chapter.
We weren't even in the same library.
Yeah.
And it shows up while we're sitting on the couch watching a movie. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I don't have this thing on because I'm just sitting on the couch with it elevated. And I walk outside and I'm like, dude, you gotta help me get this to the backyard. And she's upstairs in the bathroom. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go get the dolly. I'm like, we don't have time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's about to blow up. I'm like, just lift up that end. And he was like, oh, what? Is there a dog in the backyard? I'm like, there's no dog. I'm like, just hurry up. So he just wasn't going fast enough for my taste. And I ended up lifting the whole thing and probably shouldn't even be saying that right now that I think about it.
You didn't really lift it. You thought you lifted it.
I thought I lifted it up and dragged it to the backyard. But then I get
Another guy helped.
the guy helped me. He did it all. And I turned around and Maritza's sitting right behind me going, what's that? And I'm like, oh,
damn it.
Man. But she just knows something's here. She doesn't know what it is. And it's going to be one hell of a surprise. So
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Cool.
That I get to see.
Yeah.
Because I'm showing up for life. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of others.
That's an amazing gift.
Dude, like, you know, it's like I thought about that. And I'm like, you know, this time of year especially, I was always wondering what relative is going to be where and if they're going to give me this much money and all that stuff. And I never thought of not even what could I get somebody is, what would they really love? What do they really, really want? Like, really put thought into it. And I'm like, dude, this program has infiltrated my life to the max, bro. And I'm in love with it. So, all good things so far. Matt, my man.
Yeah. So last week, there was issues that we didn't. Normally we do our show on Tuesday. It gets posted on Saturday. But every once in a while, we can't do it on the Tuesday. So then our follow-up night is Friday. Well, last week, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I went away up north to New Hampshire for a retreat, a spiritual retreat. And, a beautiful place in the woods. Just a bunch of meetings, various topics, different things. There was actually a priest that gave a hell of a talk. One of us.
Oh,
a
really?
Legit priest,
nice, man, nice.
And young kid did an amazing job. He's from, where is he from? He's from somewhere in Massachusetts. And he did amazing. So anyway, hanging out with there's a 6 of us, a tight group that we all get together once a month for dinner. Most of them are from Springfield, East Longmeadow area, and then my boy from New Haven. The 2 of us from Connecticut always, we shoot up. We try to meet in the middle once a month. Just that thing that they call fellowship, and like Dino just said, I show up, my boys are there. It's without having a solid network of men in my life. my chances for success diminish greatly. Because my whole life, I always thought I have to do everything on my own.
Oh yeah.
Because if I don't, that makes me less than.
Weak.
It makes me weak.
Weak, right.
Makes me not a man. And, it's funny when you say things like that, because then I say to myself, okay, so what's the alternative? I say if I can't do this stuff on my own, it makes me less than a man. But then I do it on my own, and I fuck it all up. Does that make me a man?
Yeah, because you tried.
Yeah.
You tried.
Yeah, I tried to fucking greatly fail.
Yeah.
I succeeded.
I tried to be great at sucking.
Right. And, just thinking about like the whole retreat, I'm sure that when someone hears the word spiritual retreat, they're like, what kind of bullshit is that? Right. And man, like you were just talking about it 1 minute ago, no matter what, like I was talking to someone earlier and they just got out of treatment and, they got it. They got this. I said, well, tell me what the fuck you got.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Let me get some of that.
Right. And so, I've known her for a long time, so I was able to, take time and speak to her properly and say some of the things that people said to me early on. And, if I make the statement that I'm a sober or I'm a clean person, then everything in my life should support that. Meaning I live a certain way, I live according to a certain set of principles, and I search or I seek out other ways to be better at it. And these little retreats, different types of meetings, different associations with people, all of those things help support me getting better at this.
Yeah.
Because the better I get at this, it fucking overflows into my life. And it helps me get better in other areas. And, I don't know, man, for so many years, like, I can remember having tasted success from a fellowship program, but then failing. And then having resentment against the fellowship and saying, well, that shit doesn't even really work. Well, that shit does really work.
Absolutely.
I failed.
Absolutely.
I choose not to work. So, man, I think that it's almost like anytime I'm talking to people and they hear, oh, yeah, you do a podcast? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We do. I almost want to say, but you got to start from the beginning and hear how this thing has grown for us.
Right.
Because there's certain narratives that have like grown and blossomed to become like key points to what we do here every week.
That's right.
And one of them, man, is doing my best to be there for other people. Doing my best to be a little different than I was yesterday. And if going to the funny thing was, the first meeting of the retreat, what do you expect to get out of this?
Yeah.
And, my initial answer is I don't have any expectations. But,
Right.
One of the things that I did say was, I started going, I went to like 3 in a row 15, 18 years ago, or however many years ago it was. And then I got too busy. And with work.
Yeah.
And then it occurred to me, I own the place. I can do whatever I want to do. So where am I placing my priorities?
Right. Right.
And when I told my wife, I said, I think I want to go back this year because the network that I'm involved with of those guys up north has gotten way tighter. We've gotten much closer. So it was just one, like anything that we do together brings us closer together.
Right.
And you need those intimate moments to get closer.
Right.
And that's where it happens, man.
Right.
Those were. When's the last time you were there? Like 15 years?
Fucking forever ago.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really?
No shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I went when I was like 3 years sober.
I thought you went on one before.
Yeah, fucking. It was one time
Yeah,
when
but
you were in for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. One of the minutes.
One of
You
the
ever
minutes.
No.
Dude, we should
I've
go
never been.
next
Well,
year,
you
man.
said you might go next year.
I will, man, because the one
It's
that I
the
went.
weekend before Thanksgiving every year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a great spiritual experience,
Excuse me.
man. It's amazing. And usually it's like, was it just a bunch of guys there? Bunch of guys, yeah. Like the one that I went to, they do like a women's Matt Talbot retreat. They do a men's, yeah, it was like 150 guys there at the St. Alfonso retreat house in in mid Jersey, something like that, on the beach, surrounded by magnificent buildings and shit. But this place was, very humble, and it was all about that spirituality. And the priest that led the show was also one of us, recovering, and he talked, the whole time. We broke up into little groups, and we ate meals together, dude. It was. And you sleep. I've walked in there, and I don't know what your place was like, but mine looks like a rehab that I've.
Oh, yeah.
Like no frills.
No,
the rooms are
not
like.
great accommodations.
What do you really need for?
You're not there for that.
You're not in the room, dude. You're not in the room.
yeah.
Bro,
You're sleeping there.
So I got the sleep apnea machine.
Yeah.
I forgot it. I didn't sleep for 2 nights.
Oh, really? I was gonna say probably never slept better.
No,
couldn't sleep.
without the machine, I'm fucked.
So what do you do? Stay on
I
your
fucking kept rolling over.
phone? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the first night I was completely awake.
Yeah.
The next night I would sleep, but I would wake up every 20 minutes because I'm snoring
That's
so bad.
That's not
You
a
choke
good sleep
yourself,
at all.
man.
Right, it was like I was fucking eating
Yeah.
sand all night.
Oh, man, dude.
So I slept so good on Sunday night when I got
Came
home.
home.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh my God, I couldn't wait to put that thing on.
Yeah.
that's fun.
But man, it's just different. Like I said, it's just
Yeah.
today.
God.
No matter what you tell me, it's gonna be good for me. I'm
all
open
about,
to it.
hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
it's great for you. I loved it, man. Did you get a coin up there? Like they've
No,
given
I
out
don't do it.
special? Oh.
Nah.
I mean, that whole, you get to meet all the newcomers. Because there's dudes there that have been reconnecting. They're from different parts of the world, and they reconnect once a year
year.
at this place. And a whole year has transpired, and you got 3 days to catch up with these dudes and see what's new in their life. Oh,
I'm down, man.
it's
Let's do it
fucking
next year, man. I'm
awesome,
down,
dude.
man.
Awesome
down.
I
experience.
already told my boy. I said I think I'm gonna get some guys this year.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
get some
yeah.
guys for sure, man. for
I'll
sure.
definitely be in on that.
That's cool, man. So we all had great weeks,
Beautiful.
fantastic weeks, no matter what. No matter
No matter
what.
what. Accidents, operations,
Retreats.
life goes
Spirituality.
on, man. I think
life-
that's that's huge
It is huge.
because it's very easy to get yourself. You take yourself out of the game.
Really though, and
Am I too far away?
no, they were talking about
Shout louder.
they were talking about this last couple of weeks about the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, I
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
hate
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
Like I get it, I really do. I understand the Bermuda Triangle. When they talk about the Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's for recovering people, it's a really testy time of year, and you got to be on your game. You got to be extra careful. And like, I remember being all about that, and then thinking one day, wait a minute, don't I have to be like that every day?
you know what Thanksgiving is?
Yeah, Thursday.
The day that ends in Y.
You know what I mean? And Monday was a good time too, and and I shared this the other night that I do agree with that, and I get it, especially for people that are just coming in. It's really tough with the family accepting them back, and I get it. And you need a place to go and to be careful, and I get that. But I remember being at summer things where. What, do I not have to be as careful on a Memorial Day than I do on Thanksgiving? Alcohol is alcohol. Drugs are drugs. You know what I mean? And I remember being at a thing and limoncello cake was getting passed around. I thought the stuff looked beautiful.
It did.
I was like, oh my God, that's so pretty. I can't wait to get some of that. And I'm like, what's in that? And they're like, oh, limoncello. And I'm like, sounds great.
Yeah,
I never heard of
sounds,
this shit.
sounds like lemon.
I never heard of
lemon.
it in my life.
Related.
And my cousin goes, yeah, there's alcohol in that. And I go, oh my God.
Perfect.
I'm like, I can't have that.
Oh, I'll have double.
You know what I
please.
mean? But that was in the summer. You know what I mean? So I do understand the Bermuda Triangle, but I think that if I'm not on my game 24/7, 365 days a year, I'm doing myself a big disservice. And if I'm putting more emphasis on 3 days out of the year, what does that say about the rest of my days, man? You know what I mean?
I think, dude, it more applies to new, like you touched on it, newer into recovery, because the guys that I work with that are just coming into treatment and shit, man, it is
Tough.
It's society, it's family, it's all that shit that's like extra because it's Thanksgiving. It's
emotional.
extra
It's
because
emotional.
it's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's extra because it's Hanukkah. You know, it's all those things. Shout out,
My man.
Ava Nagila.
Bros.
But it is, you know, like, because I got no drugs in me. I got no substances to numb. Because, yeah, dude, we could skate through every holiday. Oh, fuck that. It didn't matter, man. I didn't even know it was a holiday until I realized
You know
everybody
what
was
my
drinking
favorite holiday was?
just as much
Every
as me.
day.
Payday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That was a good holiday.
Every day
for
was
me.
a holiday for me.
Oh, yeah.
So that Bermuda Triangle, I get where they're coming
I
from.
do.
But when you get time, it doesn't, you know, yeah, I'm on a game every day.
Listen, you got to ask what's in the food everywhere, anytime,
Oh, yeah.
every day,
Yeah,
everywhere
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
It can't be just those 3 days where you say, hey, what's in that pastry if I don't know about it?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's in that cake on a Memorial Day picnic? You know what I mean?
Almost got me at
Limoncello?
No, it was a different one.
That
It wasn't
motherfucking
fucking
limoncello.
limoncello. No, it was a
Caramel
different one. It was like a sponge cake, and I'm eating it. And I'm out to dinner with
Oh, yeah,
Ashley and her
remember you told-
coworkers.
it was a couple months ago.
And I was like, "Oh, my throat's burning a little bit." And Ashley's like, "Give me that." She starts eating. She's like, "What is this cooked with, sir?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's cooked in rum, but it's all burnt off." And I
Yeah,
was
burnt
like,
out. Yeah, you're giving it to a burnout right now. Yeah.
But the thing I don't like about that whole, yeah, we need to acknowledge it's holiday time,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's way more focus on the negative side of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put,
Then the
put that shit to
positive
good.
side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put that
You know
shit
what I
to
mean?
good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we gotta be aware, gotta be on point, but let's fucking also
Remember, man.
be grateful.
Yeah, there's people
It's
that ain't got-
it's a holiday, man. And you know, I was thinking about people in treatment too.
Yeah.
They're always like, "Oh man, this holiday sucks, man. I'm not home." And then I
Really?
was thinking, how many holidays did you ruin
Yeah.
when you were home,
We were home.
if you were even able to show up?
Yeah.
So, is it that big a deal?
Yeah. How many
Yeah.
holidays were you sitting in a fucking parking lot of a park behind
Yeah.
the fence, fucking smoking rock, freezing,
Right.
Yeah.
freezing?
So you know, I think that it's you know we focus on things that we set our mind to.
Yeah.
Well, here's a tip, man. If you're getting in your feelings, you're getting in that shit because of the Bermuda Triangle, get out of yourself by helping somebody else. Like,
Yeah.
think about the family that you can be present for now, the people that you've maybe hurt in your life, man, and do something. And even if you can't make a direct amends to somebody else, all right, go out there and volunteer. Go work a food pantry.
Plenty to do.
Bro, plenty to do.
Plenty
And you
to
know
do.
what's great? You feel great inside, and you've just forgotten. You've minimized those sorrows that you've been experiencing, right? Because the worst thing you can do is just go and sulk and be like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
Because then guess what? It does suck.
Bro, yeah, I remember when one of my first holidays back here, and I was kind of like not really wanting to go to the families. Like I was kind of enjoying these athons that were all over the place. You know what I mean? And being involved and being of service. And I remember going to one of my first family one. It's when mostly everybody was still alive, and the food was amazing. But then I couldn't wait to leave to go to one of the athons, bro. I was like, you know what? I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Not that I feel like anything's happening here. It's just like, you know, like it's just
Not the same.
not it's not the same no more. You know what I mean? And people, there was a certain way this had to go. I had to show up. We had to argue. I had to steal something, get annihilated, then leave, and then the next holiday we're gonna
had
argue
to
and fight.
steal
We're gonna do it all over again. And me not being part of the problem was uncomfortable for me. Like just not being the one everybody's pissed off and mad and yelling at and shit, not having to really worry about it and everything. I'm like, I'm fucking bored here. It's like, my job's done here. I gotta go. I've stolen enough from you guys. But no, I was like, and listen, my life revolves around recovery.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when I'm not around recovery, it's when I'm, for lack of a better term, less comfortable.
Yeah. You know where you belong
I know
today.
where I belong. I know who I am today, man. There's no questions.
Isn't
man.
it funny though? For years in the beginning, like,
I couldn't wait to get the hell out of here.
yeah, what?
Elkathon.
Yeah.
Suckers.
Yeah. You got me for an hour tops.
But
I'm going to
now-
stare at tiramisu I can't eat.
Yeah, and be mad about it.
I'd be mad about it.
There's 45 other desserts on the thing, but I want that one that I can't have.
Alcoholic.
And it just always boils down to, man, no matter what's going on, where do you want to put your focus? Where do you want to put your attention?
How do you want to talk to yourself?
Boom.
I talked to a guy today about that, man. I'm like, listen, how we talk to ourselves is huge. Because there was 2 guys that did not show up at this particular place today because all they could do is talk about how they can't.
Yeah.
That's all they could talk. I can't. It's too hard. You don't understand. I can't. It's too hard. You don't understand. And I keep saying the same thing to them. It's like, it's not that you can't. It's that you won't.
Yep. It's choice.
It's just you won't, man. And I could relate to that, man. I really can. But it wasn't until I said, you know what? I'm doing it. I don't care what I have to do anymore. That's when stuff started changing for me. You know?
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, man. So it's cool, man. Good weeks for all of us. That's fantastic. We wanted to get it a little bit into the comments because we got quite a few comments and chew on the fat a little bit about those guys. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, comment. Sobriety dates. I think we actually have one in the comments, a sobriety date. We'll wait till we get to that to shout them out.
real?
And if you need help, we got guys. If you need help, we can help. So get in touch with us. So tonight's comments, Matt, what do we got?
Okay. This is from the show with Chris. We got Dan the Nightmare.
Yeah.
He said, woke up early to see this. Is this Dan?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Anyway.
That's
And then
awesome.
Dan the Nightmare double dips. He says, great guest. Chris Lacko is one of my greatest inspirations to following a clean lifestyle. I hit a year, December 10th. That's great, man.
Nice, brother.
And Chris was one of my first guiding lights in this journey. Grateful to share being part of this journey and so happy to see Chris share his story. Thanks, Dan. Congratulations, man.
So he's coming up on a
I would imagine so, yeah.
Okay.
He didn't get, that was a premature clap.
That's cool, man. That's cool, man.
Take your clap back.
You follow Chris, you can't go wrong, bro.
Nah, great job, Dan. Keep up the work,
buddy.
man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And then we got Kyle Abate, 6111. A man's search for meaning. I'm going to guess this is some Latin shit or something.
I don't know.
Victor E. Frankl. I don't know. That's above my pay grade,
Mine too.
Kyle. So,
Gracias.
but thank you.
I failed Spanish.
That definitely is in Spanish.
Okay.
And then we got, it's our girl, Skater Girl.
Skater girl.
Haven't heard from her in forever.
Been a little bit. Been a little bit.
Awesome episode. Really loved Chris's optimism and energy. Yeah, I felt he was lacking in the energy a little bit.
It's infectious, man.
Yeah, he really was. He was amazing.
Yeah.
We got Jennifer Marie Kuzmano.
Yeah.
Chris did a phenomenal job telling his story. Much more to come as he continues to thrive and dominate in recovery.
Absolutely.
Dominate.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jen.
You know,
Yeah,
you
thank you,
know this dude is unstoppable,
Yeah.
bro.
No, there ain't-
His epitome.
there's nothing getting in the way
Oh
of that
my
kid.
God. I'm gonna ride him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
That could have been taken a lot.
Yeah.
Not in the weird way.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
whatever, dude.
Sure.
Like a, you know.
No
Yeah,
judgment.
let's go, Chris. You'd be like,
Ride into victory.
he
It's
helping
getting
himself?
worse. It's
Yeah.
getting worse.
I want to make sure
Yeah.
I wasn't alone in that.
No. It's getting worse. But I'm promoting it. I like it.
Here we got our boy Roy.
Roy.
Great episode, great share from Chris. Truly a great inspiration. Love the theme. If we put as much time and effort into recovery as we put into getting high, we're going to be a success one day at a time.
Roaring.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, Roy, I would love to see you again at the
Yeah,
Wednesday night.
that would
men's
be
vibe.
nice to see you.
I haven't fucking seen you.
Oh, I was going to say, Roy who?
Yeah. I'd
Oh,
love.
fucked up.
I'd love to see that behemoth at the men's spot. Miss him.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him in a while. I do miss him. I do miss him. But I love that he comments every week.
Hell yeah.
Every single week. He's got something to say. It's always positive all the time.
Keeps it fresh.
Okay, and then we got, he double dipped.
Of course. That's what I love about him.
Yeah. Triple dip, man.
Shout out to Courtney Cox.
Friends.
from the Friends days.
I'll be there for you.
Then we got Winston
Churchill.
Yes.
Oh my God! Back from
Goyle.
the dead.
I don't know. Chris is a friendly guy to chat with. We'll share this.
Thank you, Winston.
Thanks, Winston.
Thank you, Winston. Appreciate you.
And we got Quill and Dwyer. You guys are the best. Thanks for being an integral part of my new life. Almost 7 months clean, and you guys are helping me do it. That's awesome, man.
is that?
Thank you.
Fucking aid.
Quinn and Dwyer. Quinn and Dwyer. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
It's Quillen?
Quillen.
All right, Quinn.
Quillen.
Keep it moving, brother. Keep it moving.
We
Hell
got
yeah.
Crystal Walker.
Crystal.
Chris rocked. I met him once a few years ago, but I am glad to have heard a bit of his story tonight. He definitely impressed me. Someone I can definitely look up to. Thank you again, Matt, Dino, Matt, and Jonathan for yet another exhilarating show.
I think she got that wrong. It's not Chris Rock. It's Chris Lacko was
She said Chris
That was
rocks.
dumb. That was horrible. Stop talking.
Yo, she's been repping the merch like crazy, bro. Everywhere she goes, she reps it. She's like, hey, like a hoodie? Like a hoodie?
Love it.
And then we got our boy Chuck Chapman. He changed his Southwest Florida shit.
Chuck.
This
What's
is-
up, bro?
This is my all-time favorite episode. I've been following Chris on social media for years. He motivates me tremendously. Namaste, boys.
That's right.
Sending love from Southwest Florida.
Hell
Send
yeah.
us some warmth.
Send us some sun.
Yeah.
Son.
Son.
Then we got Miss Maritza.
Wifey.
Hey.
This was definitely a great episode. Energy was contagious.
Yeah, she was pumped, man.
Yeah.
This was one of her favorites. She said it's one of my favorites. She's like, this was awesome. It just
I was
makes you
gonna
want to
say-
do push-ups.
She hasn't fucking commented on many other episodes.
I think she commented.
Like one time. That's cool. One
time?
Thanks, Maritza.
Getting shade. Oh, this is a rough
And then we
crowd.
get Colin James. Great episode,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Love his energy and powerful message of experience, strength, and hope.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Heavy.
By the
heavy
way,
energy.
we say shout outs if you got some sobriety dates. My man James right here just celebrated 90 days right now.
Nice, brother.
And he's
nice.
he's doing what he does, bro.
Doing
Oh,
the
is this
damn
my
thing.
guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the funny thing? Remember? I talked shit a few weeks ago. I said, well, how come these motherfuckers haven't come and introduced themselves? to
And
me?
then he did.
And he showed up. He
That's
came
right,
right up on me.
baby.
I love
That's
that.
right.
I love James, dude. I love because he's in that trajectory, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could just see it. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Tyler,
Tyler.
Gassy.
Yep.
let's go.
Let's go, baby.
That's right,
Let's
Tyler.
go.
Tyler, let's go. Newbie. Just starting off, bro, man. I'm pulling for you. We're all pulling for you, bro.
Yeah, come on, Tyler. Let's do this.
Negative self-talk, get rid of that shit.
And
Yeah.
then Tyler double dipped.
Good for you, Tyler.
We limit ourselves. That was powerful.
Always.
It's the truth.
It is
Always.
the truth.
It's the truth, man.
That's all our comments.
Always, bro.
Guys, thank you so much, man. Again, shout out to Chris, man, for coming on the show, taking the time.
Awesome job.
Giving us his experience, strength, and hope, and his energy, man. It's so infectious, man. And you can obviously see that it affected other people, and that's the shit I get high on today.
Hell yeah. And I think I've been ruminating a little bit. I think I know Quill. Shout out to Quill, man, doing the 7 months. Proud of you, brother.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Will.
Hell yeah.
Quilly.
Quilly.
Quilly Quills. Awesome. Yeah, good comments, man. You know what I mean? Tyler, yeah, man. Well, I'm pulling for you, brother. I see the struggle. I do see that struggle, man, and I know that it's hard. But just stick to this. Stick to this. The rewards, well worth it.
Here's the thing.
Well worth it, man.
Here's the thing. We get in here, and it's tough.
Tough.
But you know what we lose sight of? How horribly tough it
Yeah,
was before we got here. If we, I used to say this a lot about, because you know I still have a fucking place commitment, institution commitment, whatever you want to call it. And I always used to say that I always thought that it would be amazingly beneficial if they recorded you the day you walked in for the day. And then before you leave, they show you that video and you see not just how far you've come. That's because
In
it's
this
not about
little
that,
tiny bit of time.
but it's just how amazingly different you are.
Dude, not only the change mentally and emotionally, physically.
100%.
It's like 100% from in 29 days. Like
Yeah.
your complexion, your skin,
everything.
your shoulders, a little bit more like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Your eye to eye, a little bit more. You're not looking at your shoelaces anymore. And what an amazing quick change. It happens. But you're right. It's hard in the beginning to see that.
Right.
You know, and that's what we're here for.
I had a conversation on the car ride home from work today with the guy that stopped by. Dennis, shout out to Dennis. He was talking to me. I think he's got 12 years. And he was talking about some shit because I told him my story with the car, and he was talking about some shit that happened to his house. And he's like, dude, it's crazy how much perspective I've gained from being in sobriety and being in recovery. He's, you know, he was one of us, man, bottom of the barrel. You got to scrape that shit off the ground to just get into treatment. And now he's fully adopted 6 kids that were his sister's kids. And he's got full custody of all of them now, officially adopted. But a couple of years ago, he had a leak in his house that he had bought, you know, and it ruined water damage, ruined the floor and the wall and all this shit. And then the next week, he was telling me something
I like how
else.
you pointed up to the ceiling and said the floor.
Yeah, the floor, because that's a floor up there.
Above the ceiling.
Yeah, above the ceiling. And it ruined all this shit, man. And then when the water mitigators came to like repair it, they disrupted the asbestos in the house. So they had to strip that house down to the studs, man. He was telling me it was like $1 million claim on his insurance, you know? And it's like, holy shit, displaced and all this shit. And then he's like, and then I shared it with my network and I talked to my people. And he's like, I realized I have a house.
Yeah.
I have a fucking house. You know, and I have all
insurance.
this shit. I have insurance, you know, and crazy, man. Crazy, dude. Because we could get through this.
I got a text message this morning of a gratitude list from our boy Hal, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I've never got one yet.
I get it. I
The
talk about
crazy
that.
part is I was literally texting him to try to get a phone number of somebody.
Nice.
And I'm like, hey, Hal, hope everything's going
Oh,
well.
one you asked me about? Was that you that asked me about?
For Bob's number for the tickets for the breakfast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You forget the fucking story?
Yeah. No, I just remembered now, right? So, dude, I was just like, so I erased everything because he literally texted me in the middle of it. Dude, we talk all the time. I love Hal's great, all that stuff. But we don't connect on a daily basis. We don't. And we never connect like that. And I'm like going there. Shit, I forgot why I'm even telling the story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Train left the station. I
I
was
like it. I like
So
it.
I'm like, hey, man, I hope all is well. Tell Betty I said, what's up, blah, blah, blah. I was wondering if you have, and all of a sudden, boom, I get a text message. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this old? Like, what's going on my phone? And I'm like, it's the gratitude list that he talks about and all the get-tos. And it was going on and on and on and on and on. I was like, I got to erase. I'm like, Hal, there is some real divine shit happening right now, bro, because I am literally in the middle of texting you.
Crazy
and
how
we
that
never
happens.
text like that. And I said, I get to text a network of my boys that I get to text today. I get to actually pick up my phone and text and see how you're doing and ask you for a phone number. And we were just cracking
Not
up.
money.
No money. Hey, bro, you got $20 on you by any chance? Yeah, my
Yo,
tire's
let me
flat and
hold the
shit.
20 real quick.
The way my bank account was set up, see? But yeah, man. Why did I don't even remember why. No, it doesn't matter.
No,
That
no.
was a
Divine
pretty cool-
intervention, man.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's all related. So that's a beautiful thing, man.
Networks, boys.
So having said that, we got a holiday coming up, a couple days.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving,
This show will
everybody.
be posted after the holiday, so we're going to give you a belated.
Should we, though? Should we set it out a little early?
No, Jonathan.
Everybody's going to be off. They're going to have free time, man. No?
What are you? December? What are you?
I am dyslexic.
Say that backwards.
No. I know my limits.
Anyway,
So it's a nay. Second nay?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
yeah, you do. This motherfucker wants to post
Pre
on a not correct name.
Thanksgiving. Been off for a week.
He wants to justify because it's the holiday. He wants to post it
Everybody's
before
off.
the holiday
Everybody's gonna jonesing.
to say happy
He's
Thanksgiving.
jonesing to hit the button.
I know.
Oh, well, let me get that episode.
You
real
make the
quick.
call.
Let me get that.
I don't give a fuck.
God damn it!
I don't really care what he does, dude. You can't stop him, bro. He is unstoppable. That is an unstoppable rebel force right there.
I will
happy,
stop though.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
And no matter what your situation is, man, even if like I looked at it this way. I've been in situations that weren't ideal. I might have not have been around the people that I want to be around. I might not have had the food that I wanted to have. There's maybe a lot of things that weren't what I had in my mind, but I was alive, I was free, and I was grateful. And you know, sometimes somebody's like, "Oh, fuck you and that grateful shit." Okay, well then be
Smoke crack then.
fucking
Yeah, be
miserable.
pissed, man.
It's
your choice.
I would rather be, you know, I always say, I learned how to laugh. I learned how to feel okay about myself eating out of a dumpster, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned how to be okay, poor,
And the reality is,
homeless.
it's not about you anymore, man. It's not about us anymore.
No.
We got sober, bro. It's about everything
Bigger
else.
picture.
Bigger picture.
So, you know, Jonathan talked about it a couple of minutes ago. You want to do something, man. Do something for somebody else. Go fucking volunteer at a soup kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, there's
They're in need right
There's
now.
so much more to do, man, than to just sit there and feel bad for yourself. And hey, that's a choice that you have. But maybe try something new.
Dude, and our choices aren't always appetizing, and that's a product of our actions, man. But we always have that choice.
Right.
And I say that's hard pill to swallow. I can sit in my shit, and I can feel pour me another drink, or I can get out of my shit and I could do something about it,
Right.
and that'll dictate how I feel about my situation. What?
What time do we start?
7:10. Yeah, 7:10. They're in need of a lot of help at the soup kitchens this year. Lots of help, man. Lots of help. Before we move on my way here, I was listening to, because you know it's not on news anymore because it's not really popular anymore. But you know, there's still some people who are really, 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 really struggling right now in North Carolina from all that devastation that happened to them not even a month ago.
Yeah, got destroyed.
You know, destroyed. And there's literally families right now that are sleeping in a tent tonight in those mountains. And let me tell you, just because you hear the word North Carolina, don't mean it's warm out there. Those temperatures are plummeting to freezing.
And it rains out there too.
And dude, it is a bad situation out there right now. You know what I mean? And they are hurting, man. There's people literally, I mean, small businesses like donating and like buying like generators and whatever they can do to help, because, you know, whatever, dude, the powers that be, whatever it is, aren't really doing what we're supposed to be doing. So just keep them in mind. There's a site that I found that you can go and help financially if you can, or any way you possibly can. It's called Samaritan's Purse. So if you want to go help them guys out, you know what I mean? Patriotic kind of stuff. They're hurting, man. There's a lot of homeless people. And if you even don't have nothing to do, I think they're actually giving free rides there to donate your time during the holidays to help feed them and stuff. They're about to feed 800,000 people right now that are,
Wow.
yeah, dude, it's insanity, man. So
Yeah.
Samaritan's Purse, that's what it's called if you want to go to it and check it out, man. So yeah, all right. So we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is this one time, bro. This was a really good segment. Again, everybody, thank you so much for commenting, sharing, all that stuff. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that stuff. If you need help, let us know. We got guys. For sure, we got guys. There's no more excuses, man. If you're ready to do it, what's the matter?
I'm resting.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Good
it's cool,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
They're
Be nice
fucking
with this
drilled into the fucking wood here, man.
Yeah, these things ain't never leaving.
No.
So yeah, we got guys, man. If you need help, it's time, man. Cut the bullshit. It's time to grow up, man. Let's get this going. We can help you out. So we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is this one time, bro. And this week's sponsored one time, bro, by me. By me.
Dino.
I haven't really thought about it. So when I don't think of one that's funny and comical and like a train wreck, I'm gonna go with one that happened in recovery. That's a good one, and I'm gonna talk about one.
When it's not a train wreck.
When it's not a trick, I haven't really thought of it, but this one actually happened in recovery, and it's a beautiful, glorious story. That when I went to go get my license back, right? We were coming up on 2 years, and Joe goes, you know, why don't you think about getting your license back now? I mean, I haven't had it in 10 years, 10, 11 years, you know. It was suspended and all that stuff. And
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
You used quotations a couple times tonight. They weren't really applicable.
it really was suspended. I just never went to unsuspend it again and just continued driving like that and constantly court dates and all that stuff. But anyway, so I said, you're right. It's time for me to grow up, man. And my negative self-talk, I'm going to end up paying this and they're not going to give it to me and all this stuff, man. I was just literally talking my way right out of doing something I should be doing as a grown man,
Yeah.
So I go there and I give him my name. I said, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing here. What do I need to do? They're like, sign here, go wait in the courtroom. I'm like, fantastic. Pretty comfortable in those situations anyway.
Familiar.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Sitting in there and they're calling up a name after name after name after name. And the whole day goes by and I'm literally the last one sitting there. And I'm like, oh my God, they're about to smoke my boots. They got the name. They seen it on there. They're like, we finally got him. There's a warrant. We were been look like, I'm thinking the worst of the worst. And, I said it's time for me to grow up. I'm going to walk in there with my head held high and say whatever I have to do to get this right, I'm going to do that, And all of a sudden, the fear set in, like, oh my God, I'm the last one in the room. And
Where's the door?
Here's the warrant squad.
Where's the door?
did they just lock the doors? Oh no, And they were like, "What do you have a case here?" And I go, "Yeah." I told them my name. They were like, "Come on up." And I tell them my name as I'm walking up, and the judge says, "Nolly, everything, just throw everything out. Don't worry about a thing. Listen, just pay the restitution. Have a nice good day. And have a great weekend, Mr. Kretz." And I didn't comprehend it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what was happening at the moment. I was like, huh? I was like, I don't understand. I've heard this word Nolly before. I've heard it. I just never heard it followed after my last name. I never heard it in anything. I've never gotten a Nolly in my life, a PT, none of that stuff. And she said, I was unclear. She's like, yeah, go ahead. Like, go to the clerk's office. And I'm like, and I start walking out, and I'm like, what is happening right now? And you know how, like, we just that mindset, man. It's like, I'm being set up right now. This ain't really happening. This is not true. And by the time I got to that clerk's office, man, I knew exactly what was happening. Up until that point, I've been really working on myself. Up until that point, I've been really working on myself, living a sober life, trying to be the best possible person I can be on a daily basis, doing whatever I need to do, and most importantly, building a connection with a higher power. And before I got to the clerks, I was freaking bawling, bro. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It's like, this was like winning the lottery to me, you know what I mean? But I knew what was happening. I knew that I was being blessed at that very moment. I knew that God was there the whole time. He put his hand on my shoulder. He said, it's going to be all right. We're going to get right through this. And I get to the clerk's desk and I'm bawling, man. I can't even talk right. And she's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, you don't understand. There's blessings of God. And I love this. She was like, but this is a good thing. I'm like, oh, I know it's a good thing. I just wasn't able to handle the power of that blessing, but I knew what it was about. And that's how my life has been ever since. But today it's a little easier because, God moves in mysterious ways. But does he though? Like, does he really, man? Like, is it hard to believe when stuff goes well and everything? Is it really hard to believe? And that's been happening, like termination of probation. What the hell does that mean? I'm like, oh, all right. So when I go to turn around and walk out of here, you guys are going to tackle me, put me in shackles. All right. So I get what this is a setup.
Yeah.
No, you're terminated early. You can go, man. You've done great. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. And
the rest is history.
the rest is history, man. Do good things happen, man. It's not hard. It's not rocket sciences. So yeah, that was one time, bro, where I walked in a courthouse. I was able to walk out with a positive thing, and I didn't go to prison, and everything was fantastic. I got my license back. Not only did I was able to get my license back, but I didn't drive. I got my license back and did not drive. You had to get a permit back then. I don't know if they
do it
still
all
do
over again.
You got to get a permit. You got to obey all the permit rules. No driving after midnight. No driving alone. None of that stuff. And I did that.
Yeah.
I just do what I'm told, man. I do what I told. And as a direct result today, I have an amazing life beyond my wildest dreams. So that's my one time, bro, of when I almost freaking passed out from a God's blessing.
I'm gonna task our subs historian on this one, Roy. Roy, this story has been told before. Tell me what episode.
But has it been used as a one time, bro?
That I don't know. I don't know.
Definitely not.
Or historian,
Really?
Roy?
Definitely?
Yeah, I don't think
I'm gonna go with definitely.
Yeah, I don't
not.
think I've used it as a one time.
You guys talked about it. So it kind of double dipped.
Yeah. It's all right. It's
Enjoy.
a great one time. Enjoy.
You're welcome.
Eat that, bitches.
You're welcome. All right, guys.
Happy
again,
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe out there. Be safe out there 24/7.
Make good choices.
Make
Yeah.
good choices. If you need help, give us a call.
Drive fast, take chances.
Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Again, thank you, Chris, for coming on the show. Thank all our guests all the time because
Hell
they're always
yeah.
phenomenal.
Everybody.
And thank you guys
Everybody,
for being
every
here.
day. And if I think the only thing I have left to say is thank you for being a friend.